Good morning, students. Welcome back to Information Technology. Advanced Web Designing Lecture 9. In this lectures, you are going to learn HTML5 semantic elements, means tags. What is the importance of semantic elements? The semantic elements, the importance in HTML5 is define the purpose of the element. By using semantic markup, you help the browser understand the meaning of the content instead of just displaying it on the page. By providing this extra level of clarity, the HTML5 semantic elements also help search engines to read the page and find the required information faster. In short, these semantic elements help us to place the content on the proper place on the web page. In new HTML5 elements are, first one is semantic element. What does semantic element stands for? Semantic elements or semantic HTML markup is HTML that introduce meaning to the web page rather than just presentation. For example, a p tag indicates that the enclosed text is a paragraph in the web page. This is both semantic and presentational because people know what paragraphs are and browser know how to display them. So it has a meaning. So the semantic elements describe something in the web page. Second, attributes of form elements. Here also the same things. In the form element, attributes suggest something in the web page. The graphic elements. By using graphic elements, we can put the image in the web page. Next, multimedia elements. The multimedia elements, by using audio tag, video tag, we can place the audio in the web page as well as the video on the web page. Semantic elements. What are the semantic elements we are going to use while preparing the web page? In HTML, there are some semantic elements that can be used to define different part of web page. Semantic elements clearly describe its meaning to both the browser and the developer. Example of non-semantic elements are div tag and span tag. It tells nothing about its content. The example of semantic elements are form tag, table, articles, aside, figure, footer, header, nav tag and section tag. Here is given that article, aside, figure, footer, header, nav tag and section tags. Now here the first tag we are going to take, that is called the article tag. So the article tag is define an article in the document. Means in the HTML, article tag element represent a self-contained compositions in a document, page, application or site which is intended to be independently distributable or reusable. For example, in syndication. Example including a forum post, a magazine or newspaper article or a blog entry. Suppose you are writing the blog on the web page, that become an article. You are writing something about your newspaper, that become an article. You are writing something regarding to the magazine, you are going to post some content on paragraph you are writing, so that become an article. Or you are going to post something in the forum, so that become an articles. The next is aside. The aside tags is define content aside from the page content. The aside tag element is used to identify content that is related to the primary content of the web page but does not constitute the primary content of the page. Author information, related links, related content, And advertisements are the example of content that may be found in an aside elements. Means in the web page, if you open, you can see the right hand side some contents are placed. So that contents means the aside element in a web page. That may be related links, author information, related content, advertisement, etc. Next is figure tag. By using this figure tag, we can place any image in the web page. It can be grouped together in a figure tag element. The figure tag specifies self-contained content like illustration, diagrams, photos, code listing, etc. Means if you want to put photo in the web page, you want to place the diagram, you want to put listing code in the web page, you can use a figure tag to display on the web page. Next tag is footer tag. Next tag is footer tag. It defines a footer for document or section. The footer tag in HTML is used to define a footer of HTML document. This section contain the footer informations like author informations, copyright information, carriers, etc. This footer tag is used within the body tag. This footer tag is used within the body tag. The footer tag is a new tag in HTML5. The footer elements require a start tag as well as the end tag. Next tag is header tag. This is also new in HTML5. It defines header for a document or a section. The header tag is a new tag in HTML5 and it's require a starting tag as well as the end tag. There can be several header elements in one document. A header tag cannot be placed within a footer, address tag or another header elements. For example, you are given the text like ABC. So ABC is the header of your web page. In your web page, you can add many header. It is not necessary one or two header required in your web page. You can place many header on the web page. But the starting part of the web page you have defined on the top part of your web page, that is called as the header. Next is nav tag. The nav tag is one of the HTML5 element and it is used to specify block navigation links. Also it is called as the non-semantic tag. Either within the current document or to other document, you can place this navigation tag. Example of navigation blocks are tables of content, menus and index. Sometime when you open the web page, on the top of the web page there it is given the menus to click, or table of content is given, or index is shown over there. That is created by using navigation tag. The next, because it has a link, once you click on that menus it will open another things. Okay, the navigation tags create always in the link, so you can directly jump to the particular page. Next tag is section tag. These elements define a section in a document. A section is a thematic grouping of a content, typically with a heading. It defines section in a document such as the chapters, headers, footers or any other section of the document. Previously in HTML4 we were using div tag to place the section in the web page, but now in HTML5 directly the section tag is given to place the section in the document. In short, section means part. Some informations of part you can place on the web page, that may be like a paragraph, article, etc. So this type of information you can place by using the section tag. Semantic elements HTML4 and HTML5. Look at here this first table and the second table. In the first table HTML4, what we were using while creating the header, we use the div class. The class, we can create a class and then we can use as a header. Here div class we can use for the navigation. So everywhere we are using the div class, and then any name for the section, for the article, and for the footer also we use a div class footer. But in this, here we can directly have this one. Directly we can place the footer. So this is the footer, you can place directly in this. Here also navigation tag is given straight away. You can use article is given, section, aside, and the footer. So previously in HTML4 it is not like that. You have to use the div tag and you can place the content. But in this you can easily place the content by using the new tag which is introduced by HTML5. In the section element, just now you saw, it defines a section in a document, and a section is a thematic grouping of content, typically with a heading. A home page could normally be split into the section for introductions, content, and contact information. In this page you can see here. You can see here this information is placed, that is called as a advertisement is placed over here, advertisement, and this part called as a aside. This is Facebook. If you are going to see here, you'll come to know that this part is placed as a aside. This is the all part. This is the all part where the information is shown, and this is the detail page. Here is the detail page. We can see the detail of this. So when you are going to place the content, you can place like this by using the aside, header and footer, and then the detail. So here is the code is given for when you're using the section element, you have to use the section tag, and in the section tag you can place the information. What's information you want, by using the h1 tag, paragraph tag, you can put that information and then close the section tag. Once you close the section, in this program there are two sections here, and this information, this is the output of this program. The worldwide fund, this is the first section and this is the second sections. Then the next article element, article tag, it specifies the independent self-contained content. Example where an article element can be used: forum post, blog post, newspaper article, etc. So when you are placing the article in your web page, you must use the article tag first and then place the content inside. Here also you can use the heading, or then you can use the paragraph and then close the article tag. Once you close the article tag and you run this program in the browser, you will get like this output. So what does WWF do? So this is the header is given and this is the article is written on that. Next is header element. The header element specify a header for a document or section. As you know that I explained you, header is the top part of the web page. The top part of the web page where you can write something. Suppose you have written ABC over there, that become a header. Now say what does WWF do? This is a header. Okay, so it is when you are going to place this information, you must use a header tag and then place the information inside and then close the header tag. So that information become a header of your web page, and then you can write any information for the article section by using article section or the section tag you can use. Next, footer elements. These informations will be print bottom of the web page. It specifies footer for a document or section. It contains information about its like copyright informations, author informations, contact information, etc., which can be printed below the web page. So you may have several footer elements in the one document. Look at this program. Here footer is tag is used and the information is placed over here. I have written posted by Sir Dominic. Contact information, I have given my email ID over here and I close the footer tag. So footer tag, opening tag and closing tag, and then you can place the information. When you run this program, you will get like this information. Who posted this page information? Sir Dominic is written over here. And contact information, to whom to contact, by clicking on the email you can click and contact to that person. Okay, so this information will be printed end of the web page. Then the navigation tag or the nav elements. The nav elements defines a set of navigation link. When you open any web page, you will find some menus like this: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which has a link. Once you click on that, you will go directly to the HTML. Once you click on CSS, you will go directly to the CSS page. Once you click on the JavaScript, you will go directly to the JavaScript or the query. Means whenever any web page, the first is written home, about, registration, etc. Like this information given, that is called the menus. And this type of information you want to add on your web page, you must use the nav tag. In the nav tag, here nav tag use, and then you can place the information by using the anchor tag href attributes, and then place the link of that page. Once you place the link of that page, you add the link of the page, then close the nav tag, and this output you will get like this. This is the output. And once you click on this particularly menus, then you will directly jump to the page. And then finally you are going to use the aside element. The aside elements contain, aside from the content is placed in like a sidebar means the web page will show right hand side some advertisement or any other information you want to place on the web page. Like a sidebar, you can use aside tag. It should be related to the surrounding content. Look, this program, I have placed some information by using the aside tag, opening tag, and then use some information in that, and then close the aside tag. Once you run this program, you will get like this information right hand side of your web page. Okay, now figure element tag. Figure tag, this element is used to insert figure or image on the web page. It can be grouped together by using figure element. The purpose of caption is to add visual explanation to an image. So visual explanation means place to visit, and this photograph is placed, and here figure 1 Kalangut Panjim Goa, like this I mentioned in this. So this place to visit, and this picture is inserted by using the figure tag. Look here, figure tag, then the image tag I use, and the path of the image where the image is stored in your computer that you are going to take, and then you can close the figure tag. Once you run this program, you will see like this output. See the full program by using all the tags. Open your notepad and type all the basic tag first. Create style for header, section, article, aside, and footer. This is the CSS you learn already how to create a style. Here I use the background style for all the element in HTML5. For example, header background color pink I use. Section also I use the color background yellow, and the width and height also I use. Article also I use the background color green and width and height. Aside also some color I have given, and width and height also is given. Footer also I have given the color, so we can easily identify where that header is there, where the section is there, where the article is there, where the aside and the footer tag is there in the web page. And then you can use the header tag and place the information inside. Like this you can use all the tag and complete your HTML5 program. Save this program with the semantic tag.html and run this program in any browser which is there in your computer, and you will get like this output. So by using all the semantic tag, this is the output of your program. So I use the header as Don Bosco High School Oris. This is the header of the page. Navigation, I use home registration and about. Once you click on home tag, you will go to the home page, registration you will go, and the about Don Bosco you will get the information by using the navigation tag. The section tag, I mentioned something about the Don Bosco. Articles also I mentioned something about the Don Bosco. Aside, where it is given the extra links of other website. This is like an advertisement. So W3 School website, I have clicked here. If you click W3 School website will open. Don Bosco website will open. This I kept as separate. So that's why it is called as the aside. And last is the footer. Who has created this web page? So here author name is given. So here I have given my name and my contact email ID is given here. You can contact to me by clicking on this email ID. So this is all about to the semantic HTML tag. This is a new tag in HTML5. You have to practice writing all the tag, all the program, then you will understand how the output you will get.